Hello, everyone. This is DeAndre. Another edition of Talking Shit. It's nightfall here in the LA area. We are still awaiting information in regards to the Michael Brown situation in Ferguson, Missouri. I've been listening to the lawyers. Been listening to Trayvon Martin's basically the guy who let George Zimmerman get away, George Zimmerman's defense lawyer from the Trayvon Martin trial, and he of course believes that the cop story is legitimate. There are other people who don't agree with him. I'm just really sort of distraught. I just feel like this grand jury, all it needed was a probability of a crime being committed. And the idea that they have taken this long just shows that the prosecutor was trying to stir up reasonable doubt if there was a chance that this might go to trial. Most people believe that the officer will not be charged. If it does happen to where he is charged with something, he will still walk away with no kind of real hell. One time, Martin Luther King Jr. asked the question, "How long?" You know, the guy on Twitter was making fun of the Day of Freedom, saying that black people really think they're free, and laughed. I blocked him on my Twitter account. Just the joke that people really think they are free. I keep thinking about those people in Gaza. You know. And how certain people are given an inalienable right to be dominant over others, and how that's okay. And the race part of it is melting a little bit because now it's just about like where your mind is at. If you are someone who believes that everybody is human enough to have awesome and bona fide human experiences, no matter what race, creed, or color, or sexual orientation, then you are being called a troll on Twitter. You are being called a lefty. You are being called a sinner. You are being called a demon. You are being called faggot. You are being called the nigger. People are calling me nigger on the social media channel here and on the Twitter and all of that, right? And then I was looking at this other guy where he has got the guns and the militia. And see, what bothers me about all this racism and this class warfare type mentality is when you call people out on it, they try to say that it's not so, or that's just the way it is. There's no real accountability for why this is the way it is. And to not get too far off and it's late and I'm just sort of, what is going on? I just want somebody to tell me that officer is going to get his day in court rather than another safe harbor to, continue the status quo of a law officer not having to explain why another young black male is dead again. And then they say, well, yeah, the grand jury has his story, and Michael Brown doesn't get to tell his story because he's dead. So it's very important that this grand jury, really see that we are not stupid and that they have to have, this didn't even have to go to a grand jury. The prosecutor could have chose to go ahead and charge the guy, but, Trayvon Martin lawyer talking about this is the perfect case for a grand jury to decide. It's like I just can see sort of like the racial. There's like something about black people, isn't it? Really, it's something about these blacks. There's something about the blacks. It's like, the white people come into a community, and then it changes a little bit, and then the Asians move in, and then the Asians get tired of it, and then the Hispanics come. And then while the Hispanics are there, they may blend in with some of our Muslim and Arab brothers and sisters. And then it just melts down to black. There's something about black. It's like when you're black, you know, who cares if you distort the facts? When you're black, you're either doing it like this or doing it like that. When you're black, it's different a little. It really is. I've worked in the community. I've had people shake my hand like they're a pair of tweezers. You know, when you're black, it's different. Not all the time. Not all the time. But a lot of times it is. And what I'm saying is that that's bullshit. That's not appropriate. And that's why I'm glad that I have friends that are all ethnic groups from all backgrounds, you know. And we sort of laugh at how stupidity really is in regards to that stuff. So what the fuck are we gonna do, man? We're gonna look at a situation like this and just act like ignorance is what we need to. That's what we need to just be. We need to just be ignorant. Oops, that's real. I gotta be ignorant. I got all the fucking money. I got the money, so I don't have to see it. That's why I was saying that earlier. I'm not as revved up as I usually am, but it's like I don't understand why people like Will Smith and his wife and Oprah and Gail and Danny Glove. Those guys need to be marching around in Ferguson, man. They have the money and the ability to travel, and it's like everybody's just sort of nuzzled up watching it, you know, and not really partaking in the this is a, you know, when it goes into the immigration thing, it's like, why are we afraid to be who, you know, that line from the movie Amistad, who we are is who we were. We've always been immigrants. Whether people drag us over here or when they get us here, they make us participate in what's going on here, even if it's indentured servitude, the way they did the Asians and other immigrants from Europe. You know, it's just I don't understand this kind of neuroses that Dr. King used to talk about sometimes in regards to describing this nation. You know, we finally got the black president in there, and you know, they made it so that the presidency would be fucked up, and then they sit back and go, "Wow, look at how fucked up it is." And they deliberately blocked this man from any kind, you know, and I've been pissed off at Obama too. But it's just like, I had time to reflect on it. It's like, these people, Mitch McConnell said, you know, that his first priority was to make this president a one-term president. And since that didn't happen, he did everything similar to that ever since the second term, as well as how he had started out fighting him in the first term of the presidency. So, I don't know. I just wanted to reflect a little bit and just talk a little bit in a calm manner that they're going to let him go. You know, they'll let him go, but they're not going to be able to stop those people from seeing it and bearing witness to it and not liking it. And some people are going to do something about it. Some people will fight and throw shit and set stuff on fire. But some people are going to be like Langston Hughes. Some people are going to be like Thurgood Marshall. Somebody's going to come out of this like Wilma Rudolph. Somebody's going to have an Arthur Ashe attitude. Somebody going to feel like Harvey Milk. Somebody going to do something different. And they might not even have a lot of money, Magic Johnson. I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Jay-Z and Beyonce? Where y'all at tonight? You know, I mean, I know you guys help a lot. But they say that Dr. West was arrested down there. And Mos Def's friend, Talib. You know, these guys are, I don't know. I'm not going to judge. I'm going to talk shit, and I'm going to see when it's time to eat. Thanks.